Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Now follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk1992 for live tweeting updates of SENS games and breaking news, of course, and like us on Facebook at SENS Talk. Now let's get started. Going into this trade deadline, there was talks players like Jonathan Drouin to the Senators, Neil Yakupov to the Senators, and Louis Eriksson being traded, Michael Boddicker being traded. Big names being traded, but 1 out of 4 of those players were traded into this deadline. So to start things off, we'll talk about Senators trades first. So we're going to talk about a minor league deal first. So the Senators have acquired forward Michael Karanen. He's a Finnish player. He played 1 game in Minnesota, the NHL team this year. Got 0 points. In exchange for the defenseman we acquired earlier this season from Nashville, Connor Allen. Now, the NHL trade that happened this year, the second trade now official, this is what it says here, the Ottawa Senators have acquired the New York Islanders' 3rd round draft pick for Ottawa's 7th round draft pick, and Shane Prince. Shane Prince is a 20-goal scorer in the AHL. I don't understand why we had to get rid of him. I know we weren't giving him enough ice time, but man, a 7th round draft pick doesn't matter. It's kind of like saying $9.99. It makes $9.99 sounds better than $10, so that's why they put the 7th round draft pick. But Shane Prince is for a 3rd round. They should. God, man, that's horrible. You could get so much more for Shane Prince, more than just a third. A 3rd round draft pick is maybe in the NHL. You should have gotten at least a prospect or something. Come on, that's a weak trade by Brian Murray. Well, I wish you all the good luck you can in New York Islanders and near your hometown, obviously, Shane Prince. And thank you for your time in Ottawa and in the Sens organization. Now let's get to the trades in through the NHL. Start things off in the trade deadline. The Arizona Coyotes acquire forward Sergei Planikov. That they traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins for forward Matthias Plachta, a conditional 2017 7th round draft pick. After that, lots of minor league trades today. The Chicago Blackhawks acquired goaltender Drew McIntyre for defenseman Dennis Robertson from the Carolina Hurricanes. And then here's probably the biggest trade that happened this trade deadline. The Arizona Coyotes trade the Arizona Coyotes trade Michael Boddicker to the Colorado Avalanche. Yes, you heard it. Michael Boddicker to the Colorado Avalanche for Alex Tanguay, Kyle Wood, and Connor Breckley. Now, I like this trade for the Avalanche. It looks like they're going to try to go for a run. They try to clinch a playoff spot. And Arizona had to get something because he's probably not going to re-sign with the Coyotes. So, good trade for both teams. After that, Eric Jelinas, a defenseman for the New Jersey Devils, to the Colorado Avalanche, who were pretty active today for a 3rd round draft pick. Here's the first or second biggest trade. I would say this is the second biggest trade. It really helps out the Dallas Stars, though, as they acquire defenseman Chris Russell from the Calgary Flames for Jyrki Jokipaka, center Brett Pollock, and conditional 2016 2nd round draft pick to the Calgary Flames. That draft pick become into a 1st round draft pick if the Dallas Stars make it to the conference finals. Now, I like this trade by the Calgary Flames. They get an NHL-ready defenseman in Jokipaka. They get a prospect, and they get a 2nd round draft pick for sure, and possibly a 1st. So I'm liking that, and Dallas Stars get a very good defenseman for a top 4, which they were needing. Now, this trade stings the most. Anaheim acquires center Brandon Peary from the Florida Panthers for just a 6th round draft pick. Now, Brian Murray was probably gonna offer, I think he said in his press conference, at least a 5th, or there's been sources, a 5th draft, and we could have Brandon Peary, because Kyle Turris has been shut down for the season, so he's a center, Brandon Peary. What happened was he was gonna go talk with the assistant general manager, and as he came back, he was already traded. So, anyway, moving on. Another trade to the Boston Bruins, defenseman John Michael Lills from the Carolina Hurricanes for left wing Anthony Camara, a 2016 3rd round draft pick, and a 2017 5th round draft pick. And then after that there was 2 trades in a row for the Senators: the Shane Prince trade and the minor league trade, including Karanen. Now after that, Lee Stepniak is now a Boston Bruin as the Boston Bruins acquire him for a fourth draft pick in 2016 and a second round draft pick in 2017 to the Devils. Now the Islanders again, they're back on the trade market, they get another trade with another two teams that really have been making a lot of trades today. The Islanders acquire right wing Marc-Andre Cliche to the new for left wing Taylor Beck to the Colorado Avalanche. Now a lot of Habs fans are probably gonna be happy about this news. Left wing Devontae Smith-Pelly, who was in tears after his when he was interviewed after the trade, to the New Jersey Devils for Stefan Matteau, who is a first round draft pick. So hopefully they could get something out of that, to the Montreal Canadiens. Now, just after that is mostly minor league trades. Center Mali Makatuni, whatever. Here you can see it right here. To the Arizona Coyotes for center Dustin Jeffrey, forward Dan O'Dong, defenseman James Melindi to the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange for the center Mattia Makatuni. Sorry, I can't pronounce his name. Anaheim today. Another trade for them. They acquired Jimmy McGinn from the Buffalo Sabres for a conditional 2016 third round draft pick. If I believe if Jamie McGinn plays 50% of the playoff games they play, and if they go to the conference finals. And then a minor league deal between the Kings and the Wild. Brett Sutter to the Kings. Forward Scott Sabrin to the Wild. And there's a few more trades. The Oilers acquire Matt Maroon from the Anaheim Ducks for Martin Gernot, a 2016 fourth round draft pick to the Anaheim Ducks so a draft pick and a prospect for Pat Maroon. Another trade with the Ducks again and the Chicago Blackhawks. Jackman, right wing Tim Jackman, and a 2017 seventh round draft pick to the Chicago Blackhawks for right wing Corey Tropp to the Anaheim Ducks. Corey Tropp is an AHL player, so it's not a big trade. And also, Nashville acquires Corey Potter from the Arizona Coyotes for future considerations. And the last trade of the day was breaking news a couple hours ago. The Calgary Flames desperately need a goalie, and they get one, and Nicholas Backstrom, and a sixth round draft pick in 2016 for right wing David Jones to the Minnesota Wild. So that is it for the trade deadline updates, and that's it for any Senator trades for the rest of the season until the draft and the end of the season. And if you haven't heard, Brian Murray does not think our team will be in the playoffs, and I could concur. Dug herself too much in a hole, and it's just too late. Follow us on Twitter at SENSstock1992 for live tweeting updates of the game and breaking news for Senators. Follow my personal Twitter account at @plant_Brandon for SENS and NHL analysis and news. Like us Facebook at SENSstock. Add us to your circles Google Plus at SENSstock. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. And please comment below what you think of my videos as of late. Give it a likes up, obviously, and we will be doing a survey soon, internet-based survey. Stay updated to that. Senators lose Shane Prince. Hope you have a good career with the Islanders. And the next Sens game is, I believe, tomorrow against the St. Louis Blues. So I'll see you after the game. Go Sens, go, and bye Shane Prince.